rushing touchdowns. Linton, and Sanders ducks out of it. Another magician-like maneuver, and he hits a man downfield. It's Miller.
I don't think he's down.
He's not down. Off to the races. Miller to the end zone.
Hey, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Coming at y'all guys, with a video for the day. For this video, we will be talking about Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes, and, their game against, Baylor. So, I want to start off this video by saying, congratulations, to Deion Sanders, and the Colorado Buffaloes for getting the win. I want to also congratulate, Baylor, just for playing a great game. What I seen and I watched, it was a great game. Colorado, they played a good game. Baylor played a good game. Just speaking on Colorado, I feel like, this one of the first time I think Colorado have played, like an almost complete game, especially on the offensive side. Like, this the first time, I think they really, had an almost balanced offense, with running the ball and with passing the ball. So, I want to, just shout out, Colorado Buffalo coaching staff. I feel like just watching this game, like this right here was the first game of the season, where, the coaches were actually allowed to coach. I think, this is what I think personally. I think Travis Hunter, and I think Shedeur Sanders, like, these guys are great players, they're, gonna be high in the NFL draft. But I feel like sometimes, they have too much control over, that Colorado team. I feel like sometimes, Travis Hunter, he can say something, and, the ball will be directed in his path, just because he won the ball. And I feel like sometimes, Shedeur Sanders, he can override the coach, and play calling. You feel me? Like, the coach will call something. We don't see that happen, with the coach calling the play. And, Shedeur Sanders are doing out the play because of, what he see. So I feel like, sometimes they can have too much power, and influence on the team in the game to the point where, the coaches can't coach, And just watching the plays that Colorado was calling and running for the most part, I can tell that the coaches were actually coaching last night. They was running the ball pretty good. The running back was getting, 5 yards a pop. They were passing the ball pretty good. And, they was getting everybody involved for the most part. They was getting everybody involved. And, everybody being involved, that's what it's going to take to win games. That's what it's going to take to win championships. So, yeah, man, I want to shout out Colorado, and I want to say this, I was rooting for Colorado to win, man. Like, Colorado got so much potential, man, And I just want to see them be successful. I want Deion Sanders, to be successful because they got a great team over there. Only thing really wrong with Colorado is just personal things that people want to get done individual, and they're not mushing together and getting things done, with one common goal. Everybody got different goals. Everybody trying to do their own thing. I think that's one thing about Colorado. But if they can mush together, and actually play team ball to get the job done, it's going to be hard to beat them. And I want to say this, like everything I said good, man, Colorado, they still got some things that they got to correct to be one of those teams. Shedeur Sanders, I want to speak on Shedeur Sanders. Like, Shedeur Sanders, you a great quarterback. Shedeur Sanders is a great quarterback, but I think sometimes, Shedeur Sanders, he can get relaxed. I think sometimes he can get relaxed back there at quarterback. A quarterback got to have a certain sense of urgency. I think sometimes he can get relaxed. And, sometimes he do stuff that another quarterback wouldn't do just because, the pressure that's on other quarterbacks to perform. Like in the other quarterback, it's a whole lot of stuff they can't do that Shedeur Sanders can do. And that's because, Shedeur Sanders don't really have pressure on him to perform. Like, if any other quarterback, if they not performing correctly, they can lose their spot. I think Shedeur Sanders know that his space for error is large. Like, he can make a mistake and, he'll be right back out the next drive just because, he know he's not going to be taken out of the game, and he really don't have no, stud, backing up coming behind him. You see what I'm saying? Whereas another quarterback, they make numerous mistakes, they going to be benched, So I think that right there give Shedeur Sanders a sense of comfortability that actually, lower his his playing. Like, pressure make diamond, man. Some guys, they need that pressure on them. They need to know, listen, man, if I don't go out here and play my best game, I got a dog behind me hungry. And if they put him in the game, they bench me and put him in the game, I might not get my spot back. That's the type of pressure every player need on them, to keep that performance high. And I feel like, Shedeur Sanders don't have that. That's why sometimes, he hold the ball too long. Sometimes, he take sacks that just put them out of, just stop the drive. And I know, you can say, the offensive line bad, but, sometimes Shedeur Sanders, a whole lot of times Shedeur Sanders just hold the ball too long, because how many seconds do you need? Like, once a quarterback go through their drop steps, the ball's supposed to be coming out. You know what I'm saying? If you got a 3-step, you take your 3-step, the ball's supposed to be coming out. A 5-step, you take your 5-step, man, the ball supposed to be coming out. And sometimes Shedeur, he take his steps and he just want to sit in the pocket. He got to become quicker at reading defenses and getting that ball out, to help the offensive line out sometimes, like, we can't give you 8 seconds, 9 seconds, every block passing coverage. We can't get, the offensive lineman can't give you 9, 10 seconds every play to throw the ball. You know what I'm saying? You got to be getting that ball out of there quicker. So that's what I think Shedeur Sanders, he got to, improve just his overall game management. Like, in that last that fourth quarter, like, Colorado had numerous of times where they could have, put a drive together, you know what I'm saying, and went down to seal the game. But you know, Shedeur Sanders, he was taking those sacks, like he took like 2 or 3 big sacks back to back. You know, where, you know, man, like I thought it was over for them. You know, he took 2 sacks back to back. And you know, I wanted to say this, man, like Colorado won the game, but you know, I really think, you know, Baylor, you know, really beat themselves, you know, because you know, Shedeur Sanders, he threw that you know, he threw that Hail Mary at the end of the game. You know, it was 2 guys on the guy. The guy made a, you know, amazing catch, and you know, the football gods, you know, was on their side. But you know, Baylor really beat themselves. You know, 9 times out of 10, you know, that play is gonna be an incompletion. You know, Shedeur Sanders threw it up for grabs, and the guy, you know, number 10, he just made, you know, an incredible play on the ball. But really, you know, Baylor, they beat themselves with that one. You know, and then, you know, shout out Travis Hunter, man. You know, just to speak on Travis Hunter, you know, Travis Hunter, you know, he played a amazing game. You know, I think when Colorado was down, you know, Travis Hunter, man, he the guy, you know, that the energy guy, you know, that, you know, kept the team up, you know, kept the fighting spirit. Get me the ball. We not losing this game, man. That's what I seen from Travis Hunter. You know, get me the ball. We not losing this game. We don't supposed to be in this game, man. Then he came out and single-handedly, him and Shedeur got the ball down the field to, you know, tie the game. You know, if they can go to Travis Hunter like that, man, and easily get back in the game, you know, then Colorado is a way better team than, you know, what they showing. They a way better team than what they showing. Like, man, y'all got to, you know, get these playmakers the ball. You know, like what's his name? Travis Hunter said he want the ball. They gave him the ball, and they went right down there and scored. You know, man, y'all gotta get these playmakers the ball, man. You know, but I think Travis Hunter, you played a good game, man. You had the causing fumble, you know, to seal the game. Man, shout out Travis Hunter, man. You know, only thing I think about Travis Hunter, you gotta calm down some. You know, like, man, you sometimes you be doing too much. You know, you be trying to, you know, you be going too over at the plays, like you pushing guys out on the sideline, you slamming guys. Man, you gotta calm that down. And remember, you know what I'm saying, you playing 2 sides of the ball, like, you know what I'm saying, reserve your energy for the play. You know, not, you know, waste your energy at the play, slamming guys and mushing guys all abound. You know, that's uncalled for. You know, this is a football game. This is not a street fight. You know, but yeah, man, you know, Colorado, they played a great game. They played a decent game on defense. You know, I think, and just to speak on this, you know, Colorado, they played a great game. But, you know, and sometimes, you know, and during the game, sometimes, you know, when the offense was, like, they just couldn't get that big stop. You know, Baylor, they was going for it on 4th down and getting it just because, you know, really the coaches just were making brain farts. Like, they weren't getting the right, you know what I'm saying, adjustments in. You know, I seen one play where it was like 4th and 2, you know, and Baylor was, you know, making changes and, you know, getting things together to make the play they was finna run. And, you know, it was like the first half, Colorado had, I think, 3 timeouts, right? And when the formations was going in, You know, I can tell that, you know, Colorado didn't have the right personnel in. You feel me? But just instead of them just calling a timeout, you know, to regroup, they let the play run and the offense, then the quarterback run a touchdown right up the middle. Like, you know, that's a head coach fault. Like, that's a head coach error. You know, Deion Sanders, like, you know, you that when stuff like that happen, that shows, you know, you an unexperienced coach, because, you know, nobody can't tell you to make that call. You got to know to make that call when you see, you know what I'm saying, the defense or the offense, you know, they ain't on the same page. Like, y'all don't have the right personnel for what's finna be run. Like, you gotta call a timeout and regroup. If you would have called a timeout, 4th and 2, you see your defense scrambling, they really don't know what's going on. Call a timeout. Timeout. Let's regroup. You know, it's 2 minutes left on the clock. Let's regroup. You know. But yeah, man, like that's all I think about Colorado. You know, they played a great game. You know, it was a great game. It came down to the wire. You know, and man, like, I'm happy for Colorado, man. They got the win at the end, you know, home. And you know, they started off the Big 12 with the win. So, man, shout out Colorado, you know. What I see in Colorado in the future, man, I think, man, this team is gonna get better and better as they go. You know, so, you know, I'm excited for Colorado, excited for, you know, the rest of the season. Yeah, man. I see y'all guys in another video. Yo.